Logan Paul buyback, $2.3 million. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just check out Logan Paul buyback, $2.3 million of his own money into the CryptoZoo madness scheme thing. It wasn't a... Okay, listen. I don't personally think that Logan Paul was doing this to get, to steal everybody's money. But I do think he got taken advantage of. Anyway, Logan Paul said this about CryptoZoo, and we're going to go into what CryptoZoo is here in a little bit. Logan Paul said, "Today I'm incredibly happy to announce that I am delivering on my promise to buy back base egg and base animal CryptoZoo NFTs for their original purchase price. This buyback program is being carried out at eggnftbuyback.com, EGGNFT BUYBACK.com, .com. Claims can be submitted through this site through February 8th. I approached the CryptoZoo project like everything else I am passionate about, with only the best possible intentions and success for everyone who shared our vision. Success! Vision! I love it, Logan. I never made a single penny from the project, period. And actually, he's losing money because he's spending $2.3 million. In fact, the opposite is true, because I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to make it happen. With this buyback program, I am personally committing more than $2.3 million to buy back base eggs and base animals from every person who intended to play CryptoZoo. Like you, I was highly disappointed that the game was not delivered." Exactly. Well, I mean, okay, listen. We're going to get into the CryptoZoo thing here in a little bit. I don't know what the base egg or base prices were. Let's find that out. Let's how much was a base egg? Oh, this is my channel. Hey, channel. You should all go and follow that channel, by the way. BTW. And this is going to be up on that channel. What was a base egg price CryptoZoo? Alright, so base egg is an NFT collection. CryptoZoo base egg price floor today is $110.59. Okay. It has a total market cap of $323,688. What was the base price at the beginning, though? Because I'm also seeing $1.38 thousand. Oh, I love you guys. What's up? Samir, your power went off. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. CryptoZ base egg number 4. CryptoZ base egg on Rareable buy sell. Well, anyway, it's saying here at $110.59. So he's putting $2.3 million into it. Hold on, let's check this out. If he was just buying base eggs, it's getting, let's see here, 2300000 divided by $110.59. He could buy 20,796 base eggs. 20,000. How many were sold? How many base eggs CryptoZoo were bought? There is 10,000 base eggs for the Genesis released on September 5, 2022. So 10,000. So that's more money than any base egg then. Okay, 10,000. I keep seeing 10,000 over and over again. What is the name of the dinosaur? I don't know. Gypsy Rose. No! I gotta go back to X. And I gotta go back to Logan Paul. Womp womp. Here we go. Well, anyway, so he's putting $2.3 million into this. As I said a year ago, CryptoZoo was derailed by bad actors. Bad actors who did steal money and who betrayed our team while internally sabotaging the game. This has now been confirmed by an extensive investigation that has involved a forensic analysis of blockchain activity in the review of thousands of communications. Also, he got blackmailed. Okay, he got blackmailed to do this. The continuing to do the CryptoZoo. With this evidence in mind, today I filed a lawsuit in federal court in Texas to hold these bad actors accountable. The 25-page lawsuit is public. It can be found here. Oh, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look. All right, look here. Plaintiff, or say Don Holland, individually and on behalf of all other similarly situated plaintiff, versus CryptoZoo, a Delaware corporation, Logan Paul, Daniel Strobel, Jeffrey Levin, Eduardo Ibanez, Jake Greenbaum, a.k.a. Crypto King, and Ophir Bentoff, a.k.a. Ben Roth. Defendants: Logan Paul, cross-plaintiff, versus Eduardo Ibanez and Jake Greenbaum, a.k.a. Crypto King, cross-defendants. All right, so he's countersuing... Wait a minute, no, is he being sued? Okay, so he's being sued and he's also countersuing CryptoZoo. But here he's a part of it. Here he's just going after these three people who are cross-defendants. So it's a three-way sue. It's a three-way sue, everybody. Is it laggy? I don't know why it's laggy. It shouldn't be laggy. All right, let's go down. Wow. Defendant Logan Paul hereby answers the complaint brought by plaintiff Don Holland, brings a cross-claim against defendant Eduardo Ibanez and defendant Jake... Okay. All allegations not expressly nature of the action. Okay, Mr. Paul denies all headings to the extent they contain factual allegations or characterizations against Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul responds to the corresponding numbered allegations of the complaint's nature of the action. Mr. Paul lacks knowledge or information sufficient to admit or deny the allegations set forth in paragraph 1 of the complaint. Admitted to the extent of crypto was incorporated in the state of Delaware. Okay, admitted that Mr. Paul considered Miss Strobel as one of the founders of CryptoZoo, designed that Miss Strobel is still his assistant, admitted that Mr. Ibanez was the lead developer of CryptoZoo, denied that Mr. Ibanez is still the lead developer of CryptoZoo, admitted that Mr. Bentoff was the manager of CryptoZoo. Okay. Admits that he released a video on January 13, 2023, but denies that he promised to take any action in that video. What was that video? What video? Mr. Paul denies the remaining allegations set forth in paragraph 12. January 13, 2023. Was it an impulsive episode? The image set forth in paragraph, can I get a hi from your favorite news network? Hey, what's up, board man? No, dude, Dylan Page is so much better than me. I freaking love it. By the way, follow Dylan Page. He's a good friend of mine. Love that dude. By good friend, I mean we're friends on TikTok. So I love that guy. The image set forth in paragraph 14 speaks for itself. Mr. Paul denies any allegations inconsistent with the image set forth in paragraph 14, including but not limited to the allegations that Mr. Paul framed CryptoZoo as an investment. The image set forth in paragraph 15 speaks for itself, and Mr. Paul denies any allegations inconsistent with the image set forth in paragraph 15. Mr. Paul lacks knowledge or information sufficient to admit or deny allegations of plaintiff's intentions in bringing this action, and therefore denies the same. Mr. Paul otherwise denies the allegations set forth in paragraph 16. Mr. Paul lacks... Okay. So what they did... No, it's an yapping episode. Dude, check my profile. I am the yapping king. Welcome to the Yapatron. I speak Japanese, and I'm fluent, baby. I am fluent. I'm the Yap King. I need to get Yap tattooed on my body, even though it's haram. Let's check this out. Allegations. Anyway, so here's the problem. They used Logan Paul as a Ponzi. A Ponzi is somebody that just takes the blame. So, yeah. Because what they're saying is that Mr. Paul, Logan Paul, had no idea what these other guys were doing with that money. He just hired them and let them do it. What happened to the 8 passengers woman? Oh, she going to prison. She going to prison, and so is her friend. They both accepted I think 4 counts of child abuse, they go into prison. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for those guys to go to prison. But I'm going to read through this thing later. I mean, because there's so much here. I also want to, like, they keep mentioning videos in here. I want to see what those videos are pertaining to. Denied. Denied what? Oh, each one of these are charges. Gotcha. Okay. Mr. Paul denies the claims asserted against him and that a class should be certified. Gotcha. I gotta check all this out. I want to see what the suit is, what they're suing him, and I want to see. This is the counter sue, but not to them, to these other people. And this is mostly just him defending himself. Man, Logan Paul for president. Let's get Logan Paul for president, everybody. Plaintiff's prayer for relief sets forth no allegations of fact and as such does not require an admission to or denial. Mr. Paul denies the plaintiffs are entitled to any relief as requested in his prayer for relief or otherwise. What? The plaintiffs are entitled to any relief. Okay. He's demanding for jury trial. Pursuant to federal rule of civil procedure, Mr. Paul demand a trial by jury in this action on all issues triable by jury. So we're going to have a trial by jury on this. I can't wait for that trial. Oh my gosh. This is going to be awesome. Logan Paul, Team Logan Paul. All right. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I hope they show the entire thing because this is going to be great. I gotta let my manager know real quick that this might go to trial. Hey, so get this. I'm reading through the court documents of Logan Paul, and it looks like he's demanding a trial by jury for the CryptoZoo thing. Read up on it. Look into it a little bit, because there's all kinds of videos. CopyZilla did an amazing one. We should watch that one, actually, after this. But if that goes trial by jury, that is going to be everywhere. It's freaking Logan Paul. I mean, he's huge. This would be awesome. Team Logan Paul. Team Logan Paul. All right. The foregoing defense are raised by Mr. Paul. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Prayer for relief. Wherefore, defendant Logan Paul demands that this action be dismissed with prejudice as to Logan Paul, that the court enter final judgment in Mr. Paul's favor and against plaintiff, that the court grant Mr. Paul's attorney's fees and costs as authorized by law, and that the court grant such other reliefs as the court deems appropriate. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, here we go. Introduction. Logan Paul is a globally recognized entertainer, athlete, and entrepreneur known for creating YouTube videos, boxing, hosting podcasts, wrestling professionally with the WWE, and co-founding a popular line of sports and energy drinks known as Prime. Prime! Prime! Actually, I'm going to drink some right now. Prime! Alright, Mr. Paul has found enormous success due to his dedication and drive. Yeah, they've sold, what, billions of dollars worth. He's a billionaire. His company's a billionaire. You know, he gets 20%. He's the reigning United States champion in WWE, baby. That's right. That's right. Woo! Wrestling. His YouTube channel has more than 23 million subscribers, and his impulsive podcast attracts more than 4.5 million subscribers. Yeah, I watch it. I do. I think it's awesome. In February 2021, Mr. Paul identified an opportunity to become one of the first public figures to develop and launch a non-fungible token, NFT, project in the burgeoning, I guess that's how you say it, digital asset market. In keeping with his deep love of both collectibles and video games, Mr. Paul conceptualized a digital game that would allow players to hatch and breed virtual hybrid animals from NFTs. The project eventually became known as CryptoZoo. Heck yeah. Prime. I forget how good these are. These are so good. Mr. Paul considered CryptoZoo a passion project, although he hoped and anticipated that the project would eventually be profitable. He also knew that the success of the project would define his reputation in the crypto space and more generally bear on his hard-earned reputation as a successful content creator. Thank you for the donos. Oh my gosh, TJ with the donos. Thank you. Am I trying to sell Prime? Come on now. Prime. So good. Woo! Prime. All right. But no, hey guys, going forward, I mean, okay, so he's spending 2.3 million. He's trying to make it right. A year later, he's trying to make it right. Or 2 years later, he's trying to make it right. $2.3 million. You know, when people were calling him out for this, what's your favorite Prime? It's actually Blue Raspberry. I like this, but what is this? Ice Pop. Ice Pop's great, but it's definitely Blue Raspberry. I used to love Lemon Lime. That was really good. This is like an ad. Oh, this is one long ad. And I also yap. But, going forward, I'm definitely Team Logan Paul all the way. I might get it tattooed, even though it's hot on. Alright, recognizing that he lacked the technical skill to build and launch CryptoZoo himself, Mr. Paul assembled a team of purported specialists to execute the vision. Or at least he thought he did. In the spring of 2021, defendant Eduardo Ibanez and Jake Greenbaum, aka Crypto King, joined CryptoZoo as founding team members. Mr. Greenbaum and Mr. Ibanez promoted themselves to be Mr. Paul as experts who possess the specialized knowledge and expertise necessary to develop and launch the game. Mr. Greenbaum touted himself as the crypto NFT expert who can oversee and consult on all blockchain-related aspects of the project. Mr. Ibanez had previously founded a new, now defunct, which means that it's gone or just, defunded. There's nothing. Marketing and data analytics company purported to be an MIT-educated developer who had substantial cryptocurrency knowledge and experience. Mr. Greenbaum and Mr. Ibanez were con artists. Unbeknownst to Mr. Paul, both men lied about their resumes, knowledge, experience, and intentions through fraud and deceit. Mr. Greenbaum and Mr. Ibanez sabotaged the CryptoZoo projects and prevented it from ever realizing Mr. Paul's vision. While Mr. Paul has not sold a single Zoo token or CryptoZoo NFT, has not made any profit off the game, and has actually lost hundreds of thousands of dollars due to the duplicity and deceit of those he trusted, Mr. Greenbaum and Mr. Ibanez have pocketed millions of dollars as a result of their fraud. Yeah, so they should definitely get sued. Those people should get sued since they made all this money off of it. This action seeks redress from Mr. Greenbaum and Mr. Ibanez for defrauding Mr. Paul and exploiting CryptoZoo for their own financial gains. Parties, jurisdiction, and venue. Logan Paul is a United States citizen who resides in Dorado, Puerto Rico. Eduardo Ibanez is a United States citizen who resides... Okay. Oh, this actually gives their addresses. I gotta go past that, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna have anybody, we don't... What is that called? We don't dox here. We're not going to... I mean, even though this is public record now, we don't dox. Anyway, I mean, it's just going over, what his side is. He didn't know anything. He gave these people the wherewithal to make it, and he was left as the Ponzi. That's what this is. And they met... this is how they met... Mr. Greenbaum 2020 when he reached out to Mr. Greenbaum through Instagram about buying Pokemon cards. That's how they met. So, anyway, let's go back to what he was saying. This lawsuit is not based just on snippets of conversation taken out of context. This lawsuit... Oh, is that a shot at... That might be a shot at CoffeeZilla right there. Wow, that might be a shot at CoffeeZilla. I don't know. This lawsuit is the result of an exhaustive investigation that included the review of the entirety of conversations and tracking nefarious trading activity related to the project. Nefarious trading activity taken behind our backs without our knowledge and with the intention of defrauding us all. Yeah. I mean, from what it looks like Logan Paul 100% was the Ponzi here. And these two, I guess, were all like, hey, this guy's got a bunch of clout. Let's use that clout. Let's get all this money and let's steal all the stuff. Polish Catholic. I did not. That sounds terrible. But we have so many of those now, it's ridiculous. As far as the game itself, unfortunately, it will not be released. I personally spent $400,000 to have it developed, and after its completion in early 2023, and some further diligence, unfortunately, there are too many regulatory hurdles that would need to be cleared that I did not originally understand and would ultimately delay this buyback even further. He wanted to get all these people their money. Moving forward with the game, he would have had to have spent even more money to move forward with the game, so he's just called it a bust. It's $400,000 plus the $2.3 million that he's doing the buyback with. This buyback is a way for me to make whole those who intended to play CryptoZoo. The buyback is not intended to compensate those who gambled on the crypto market and lost. It's important to remember that the Zoo token was created to support the CryptoZoo game and its players. It was not intended as an investment vehicle as outlined in the original white paper. Oh, okay. This solution has been anything but simple, so I want to thank everyone for their patience as we figured out the logistics of making sure the first ever NFT buyback is a smooth process. And guys, if you do have CryptoZoo eggs, or what is the other thing? Base animals, you can go ahead and do this. Go to this eggnftbuyback.com and you can get your stuff. But yeah, W's in chat. I don't think I can comment, right? Yeah, I can't comment. Okay. But there you go. So that's happening. Let's go learn about CryptoZoo. CoffeeZilla did such a great deep dive on CryptoZoo. I don't know why it didn't. Why didn't I just type YouTube in there? Who knows? Okay, so this was a year ago. I'm sure I could guarantee you that somebody is going to, or, you know, like CoffeeZilla is going to do an update on this 100%. CoffeeZilla on the reaction to his Logan Paul CryptoZoo videos. Well, let's just learn about it. Here we go.
CryptoZoo.co. I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
A fun game that earns you money. How much did you guys make from CryptoZoo?
I lost around $50,000 in CryptoZoo.
I lost $40,000.
I lost around $15,000
I lost $25,000.
$120,000.
$500,000 Australian, which is $500,000 in CryptoZoo.
Shut up! No, you haven't.
Yeah, 500K.
Oh no.
Today, we're investigating Logan Paul's CryptoZoo, a blockchain game that made millions but never worked. Some of you guys think you know the story, but it goes so much deeper. I've uncovered sociopaths, billionaires, fake orphans. Did I mention fake orphans? And of course, at the center of it, we have Logan Paul himself, who has abandoned this thing, leaving thousands of fake orphans in his wake. Wait a second. Thousands of victims in his wake. Now, you'll be hearing from some of those people because their stories are heartbreaking. This is the first in a 3-part series that's been a year in the making. And if you like high-effort investigations like this one, please consider supporting this channel on Patreon. I don't take sponsors. We are viewer-supported. So if you want to and are able to, thank you. Either way, enjoy the video.
By the way, CoffeeZilla is a huge W, okay? A lot of this actually got moving because of CoffeeZilla. And then, you know, Logan Paul was trying to handle it on the outside, and then this all came to a head. It's fantastic. But now, Logan Paul's finally making it right. $2.3 million, that would cover, like, all those people that were showed earlier. But let's get into what CryptoZoo really is. It's an NFT where you could then make, I don't know, animals, and you can raise them. You can get some rare ones, whatever.
For the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. We have a massive team behind it and are probably out of pocket like $1 million just because we believe it's going to work. September 1st, CryptoZoo.co.
We don't scam. I've never scammed.
It turns out that he was out of pocket $400,000 as stated in his lawsuit. So he's getting sued. And he stated that he had spent $400,000 trying to make this thing. But now, he's not only out $400,000. He's out $400,000 plus the $2.3 million because of the buyback. Oh, what's up, Bod Man?
Anyone before. Logan cares extremely deeply about his audience, loves his brand, doesn't have to scam to make money.
Welcome to part 1. The $1 million mystery that began this whole story. Like many people, I first heard about CryptoZoo from a podcast Logan runs called Impulsive, which was the experience of a lot of people that I spoke to.
So I first heard about it on the Logan Paul podcast.
Impulsive, I think.
It was off one of the Impulsive episodes.
The thing that I'm most excited for, and this is the first time I've ever said anything about this. For the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. I think there needs to be a fresh take. And this project that I have is that fresh take.
Now look, at first, I was just as surprised at this pitch as anyone else because I just got finished roasting Logan for a different coin called Dink Doink, which his fans love.
Dink Doink. Oh my gosh. Hey, listen to this. Dink Doink was such an insufferable failure. Oh my gosh. And just listen, it gets crazy. Dink Doink.
Lost money on.
I'm a Dink Doink fan. Dumbest I've ever seen. That's why I'm all in.
It's comedic. It's fun. It's comedy.
Now look, I know Logan and his friends tried to make it look like Dink Doink was all about the memes, but it turns out they secretly were tied to the project, and Logan created the Dink Doink character himself and subsequently abandoned that project. So if you invested in it, you got blasted, and Logan rightfully took a lot of heat for Dink Doink, which is why I was surprised when he seemingly immediately jumped into another crypto project. But Logan insisted CryptoZoo, it was different. It wasn't his friend's project this time, it was his. And it wasn't even a project at all. It was a game that could earn you money.
I'm excited to launch my game.
You keep using and you just did it again, you keep using a word there. Game. You're not using like a project. It's a game.
It's a game. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
Now you might be wondering, how's it possible to earn money from a game?
Okay, so stated in the lawsuit, this was not a way to make money. This wasn't a way to invest and make money like the white pages said. However, he just said right there that this is, you play a game and you make money. So, yeah.
Well, let me try to break it down.
Little
deceptive. This is how it was supposed to work. You started by buying this crypto token called Zoo, which is their in-game currency, and you use Zoo coins to then buy egg NFTs, which you can then hatch to become animals. You then can breed those two animals to become hybrid animals. For example, if you breed a gorilla and a kitten, you get a Gore Kitty. And the more rare the NFT, the higher the daily yield of Zoo tokens that animal earns you every day. Theoretically, it works like almost like passive income. You can then burn your animal NFTs to release the Zoo they earned back to you, and from there you can invest it into eggs or just cash out. Now, some of you of the Egyptian persuasion might notice some triangular qualities to the game description.
Oh my gosh, pyramid scheme.
But let's not be too quick to judge, because remember, there are a lot of NFT games built on this model. It's called play to earn. Now, Logan admits that there are other games like his, but what's going to really make his stand out is that other games have randomly generated assets. His game has handmade art.
It's quick to make a digital asset with, unique randomly generated characteristics. We handmade art for the past 6 months, bro. Approval, very specific notes, 10 different artists making art for our project.
Now, I'll admit, this all sounds very enticing. Handmade art, a fun game that can earn you money, and one of the biggest influencers in the world backing it. You might think, how can I lose? Which is why when people were told all you had to do to play was buy an egg, people spent millions. Just on the first launch between ETH and Zoo, people bought $2.5 million worth of eggs in the first day. And did I miss?
Okay, so he's doing a buyback for $2.3 million. And in the first day, they spent $2.5 million to buy these things. So regardless of how it goes down, these people are not getting their full amount of money back. Because yet again, this buyback from Logan Paul is only for $2.3 million. They spent, as you heard from CoffeeZilla, $2.5 million the very first day alone on these.
Mentioned the game hadn't even been launched yet. All people were buying was the marketing and the promises. And it wasn't just the NFTs they bought either. The Zoo token also skyrocketed in value, reaching a $2 billion market cap pre-game launch, right? The trading volume was in the tens of millions of dollars per day, which kind of is like Fortnite not coming out, but people trading tens of millions of dollars in V-Bucks every day. That's what it was like. And I know it sounds stupid to buy an influencer project, but you have to understand, people saw Logan as different.
It was Logan Paul at the end of the day. An internet personality that I actually trusted, that I actually kind of believed in.
Obviously, when someone so influential releases something, everyone wants to be a part of it.
I still believe in this false fallacy that everyone else started believing, that Logan Paul's a changed man.
I thought it was a safe place having a guy like that identified, like Logan Paul being the head of the project.
They had seen this story he had been telling everyone, that he was this reformed influencer, right? That he was no longer a reckless clout goblin just in it for the money. They thought this time it's different. Logan Paul couldn't possibly scam us, right? But as the game got closer to release, the CryptoZoo team started releasing the first ever photos of these animals. And come to find out, this handmade art story wasn't really true. It was actually Adobe stock photos mashed together. So
oh my gosh.
Flag of this project. And I made a video.
Handmade? No, they were put together by AI. Handmade, they were put together by like two people. They were like, okay, if we just put this superimposed, okay, we're good, we're good.
Video about it at the time, but it was kind of surface level, and something didn't add up beneath the surface. Something where I just couldn't shut this case down in my head. It was actually part of the announcement video that something they said. See if you can spot it.
We have a massive team behind it and are probably out of pocket like $1 million just because we believe it's going to work.
On development.
Yeah.
That's the line that started this whole mystery. We spent $1 million on development. I couldn't get this out of my head. You know, is he lying? There's no way he expects people to believe he spent it on art. So wait, maybe he spent it on blockchain stuff, right? That's what I thought. But then I audited the smart contract, and it's not handmade at all. It's not even original. It's what's called a fork, a copy of, some other code that exists out there. One of them is called Floki Shib, which launched before it. So where'd this $1 million go? I didn't understand. And Logan just kept repeating this claim.
Yeah, this is about the CryptoZoo. Because, okay, so he's doing a buyback. Here, hold on. Let's switch over real quick.
He put hundreds of thousands of...
He's doing an egg NFT buyback for CryptoZoo. He's putting $2.3 million into the buyback. The first day alone, they spent $2.5 million buying the CryptoZoo. So, that right there, they're already at a loss.
Dollars in it. Personally, the whole team, $1 million plus.
Now, at the time I'm looking into this, there's a teaser going around for Hatch Day, which is the day you can hatch your egg NFTs. And it kind of symbolized the true launch of CryptoZoo. So I thought, maybe this is it. Maybe this is where they spent all the money on their game. Even their community manager, Ben Roth, promised people, after Hatch Day, things will take a turn for the 180. So I put Ben Roth on the board too. I needed to know all the characters in CryptoZoo. And I waited. And finally, on November 3rd, 2021, Ben Roth turned out to be right. Things did take a turn on Hatch Day, only for the worse. Let's meet one of the victims, Helicopter Bob, to explain more.
My name is Rob, Helicopter Bob, lost just under $7,000 with
Jeez.
And the first thing I asked Bob was about his animals. If he was making money with CryptoZoo, how much he made, and if the passive yield worked.
Oh, it never did from the beginning. It wasn't even written into the contract where it showed that you were actually yielding Zoo, but there was nothing that was actually, backing that up. There was no way to claim your yield. There never was.
Wait. Play that again. Did you hear that?
There was no way to claim your yield. There never was.
Hold on. The core mechanic of CryptoZoo, that you can make money with these stupid animals, didn't even work on launch day. And still, to this day, a year later, still does not work, is what the investors are saying. Which, this is just crazy. People spent millions of dollars on these eggs. But it even gets worse because I kept talking to people and I discovered something. Because remember I told you you could buy eggs with those Zoo coins?
Yes.
Well, apparently they also made it so you could buy them with Ethereum. And on the day of selling, about half of these purchases took place with Ethereum. Only it turns out for the people who spent ETH, not only did the yield part of it not work, did the NFTs not pay you, you also couldn't even hatch them.
So I acquired a bunch of eggs. And I actually want to play the game. I didn't acquire the eggs with the intent of keeping them. I actually wanted to hatch them and see what I got out of them and play in this ecosystem that's been advertised or whatever, right? And then I can't do anything. It's not showing up on the website when I connect my wallet, etc., etc. So I'm a little baffled. I'm like, I must be doing something wrong. So I open up a support ticket. with CryptoZoo, and Ben Roth is actually the person answering my support ticket. Oh yeah, no, it's down for the moment, but we're working on it. Let me tell you, it's never been up.
Wait, you can't even hatch?
No, I'm telling you, it's just a picture. There's nothing I could do with it.
You're kidding! You can't hatch?
There's nothing I could do with it. You could ask any of those community guys. It's basically worth nothing whatsoever.
Wow. So on launch day, basically nothing worked. And a year later, that's still true. Now, after this was discovered, the price of Zoo fell 63% in just 24 hours. And at this point, Logan Paul basically goes silent on CryptoZoo. No more podcast mentions. No more saying he handmade art. CryptoZoo already got millions in investments, but Logan only speaks in the Discord twice over the next year to say, quote, sober, currently shaking my head, and yo. That was his contribution to this project. Meanwhile, his community manager, Ben Roth, was actively claiming that Logan was going to be marketing.
All right, so what's going on is this. Logan Paul's doing this egg NFT buyback for $2.3 million for the CryptoZoo thing. Well, in the first day alone, they spent $2.5 million doing it. So, like, they're already at a loss, but he said he's buying them back. I'm delivering on my promise to buy back base egg and base animal CryptoZoo NFTs for their original purchase price. So whatever the original purchase price was, which was $2.5 million, so people are already at a loss, but at least this way they're getting some of their money back. However, there was a lot of unfulfilled promises, and it was just a huge mess. This is Logan Paul's way of trying to walk that back. And then he's also suing the guys that made it. The NFT King and, yeah. Mr. Greenbaum and the NFT King. Ibanez.
CryptoZoo any day now. He told people things like, Logan is an uncontrollable marketing guru. It's over when we launch. And when we have a product to market, it'll get marketed. And marketing will crush. I promise you. And this disconnect between Logan abandoning the project and his team.
Well, because Logan, they're asking right now for everybody that can't see the comments, what is he suing them for? Talking about Ibanez and Greenbaum. Well, Logan Paul feels that he was the Ponzi, and actually it's kind of what he looks like. He looks like the person that was there, had all the clout, and now that they ran off with the money, Greenbaum and Ibanez, well, they left him with the bill. So he's suing them for fraud.
On CryptoZoo saying that he hadn't, saying that it was going to be any day now, left investors feeling like they were being led on.
All he had to do was go on and tell us, look, there's something going on with this project, I'm abandoning it, or whatever, before people got more and more trapped. And promising, yeah, this is going to be great, but when it came to actually doing anything, he just hid away from it.
Have some decency to come out, talk to the people that invested initially, that invested along the way on all of the fake and false promises, and all of the false hype, and be honest with people.
Because surely Logan Paul, who's got this billion-dollar hydration company and a WWE star, is got enough money. He doesn't need to rug us lot.
And it's because of these false promises about marketing that these poor investors believed in CryptoZoo so long. They sat and watched every Logan Paul episode trying to guess and decipher when this so-called marketing push would happen. And Logan and his team really fed into this with a lot of cryptic messages. Only a month after CryptoZoo's launch, actually, the hatch day, they started teasing this.
Not too much of this is out, but he's been working on a massive project.
And one of them will be the biggest thing I ever do. It's like my life and soul is put into this project, which is where most of my time these days goes.
Wow, surely this secret project that Logan put his soul into is CryptoZoo, right? You know, the project he launched a month ago? Well, his fans certainly thought so.
I'm like, holy cow, it makes so much sense. He's talking about CryptoZoo. Ben and the dudes are like putting smiley faces and egging the rest of the community. Like, this is it, guys. You know, this is what we've been working towards. I mean, this is it. This it's finally happening. Logan's gonna market the project, and they kept saying that Logan's gonna market the project, and it's gonna change everything.
So now imagine their surprise when another clip surfaces of Logan finally admitting this secret project isn't CryptoZoo at all. It's something else entirely.
I'll tell you about this project when we get closer to launch.
Yeah.
This project line is going to be...
Is that the thing with the egg? Like the zoo?
No.
Okay, that's
this one's going to be, yeah, this will be the craziest I've ever done.
Oh man, can you imagine if you're one of these investors
Jeez.
and Logan Paul's going pitching this new secret project and you're thinking it's CryptoZoo and someone's like, oh, is it that?
I think it was Prime. I think it was Prime.
No, definitely not. That was the last project. This is the real project that I'm working on. Thankfully, people didn't just let this slide because as he went around making the rounds on his new project called 99 Originals,
okay, I remember that.
Didn't you just abandon your last one? And unsurprisingly, it's not his fault. It's the bad actors who ruined the project.
As I see people giving multiple explanations for why these haven't worked, and you know there's accusations out there. How does it make you feel when people are doing these takedown videos about your NFT projects previously?
It's sad because of what I just said. There's so much going on behind the scenes. Like, Doug, I'm not the bad guy here.
Yeah.
There's some actual out there.
Yeah.
And it's not me. Like, I'm here to build.
This is a space where a lot of people do see dollar signs. Like any burgeoning industry, if there's money to be made, there's going to be both good and bad people.
There's a lot of shady characters in the crypto space. I'm learning all of it. We had an issue with CryptoZoo where our lead developer took the code that he made, fled to Switzerland, and like held it hostage for $1 million. Like behind the scenes drama that took a stick and stuck it in the spokes of my wheels.
Oh, well, that wasn't expected. There's a shady developer who held up Logan's code hostage in Switzerland. That's why this hasn't worked the whole time. He held it hostage for $1 million. Well, let's add that to the board. I mean, isn't the mystery solved? Now, obviously, the first thing I wanted to do was hunt down this developer, who we'll be calling Z here, and find out the truth of what happened. Why did he steal Logan's code for $1 million? However, I finally got a hold of him, and when I did, he admitted he took the code hostage, but he says the reason for it was nothing like what Logan had said.
He literally never paid me anything at all, ever. I never paid. And, we got to a point when I was working on it where I just realized they were just going to try to steal all of my work and not me.
Oh, wow.
I took all the source code, cried it. And I just kind of, we spent like a month just trying to negotiate and get something figured out where I would finally get paid. Because, I'm, on my end, I have a team of 30 engineers. So I'm earning $50,000 a week on building this thing. And the only thing they brought to the table were a bunch of Photoshop changes.
And by the way, CoffeeZilla had mentioned earlier that the code was just recycled code from some other NFT projects. It's recycled code. So this guy was burning $50,000 a week on recycled code? What? And then he wants $1 million for recycled code?
So Z claims he wasn't blackmailing anyone. He had to hire a team to develop this whole thing, and he just wanted to be paid for the work they did. According to him, they negotiated a $1 million payday for this whole project. And from the second I heard that, I thought, oh, that's interesting, because Logan claims he spent $1 million on this whole thing. And this developer saying he's owed $1 million on this project. Now, I didn't want to just take one person's word for it, so I later confirmed with another developer who worked for something called the Blockchain Center that he also hadn't been paid.
We've been paid nothing. I would have loved to have Zoo, but I don't have any.
So that's multiple sources working on the CryptoZoo team project
Wow.
who were not paid. Now, obviously, these are big accusations, which is why I wanted to confront Logan Paul on them. But unfortunately, we're not exactly on speaking terms.
Oh!
How do I speak to Logan without speaking to Logan?
Dink doink, man. Dink doink will get you every time.
And that's when I found out there was someone who might know just as much about this whole story.
And I will explain everything one day with my manager, who's like in charge now.
Logan Paul's manager, a guy named Jeff Levin. He might be just what we need to settle this whole thing. So I gave him a call.
And let's check this out. So we got Levin, we got Roth. Let's check these people out in this. Let's go ahead, because I want to see if they're in this this lawsuit here. CryptoZoo Inc., Logan Paul, Daniel Strobel, Jeffrey Levin. Okay, so Levin. Eduardo Ibanez, Jake Greenbaum, Ophir Benetoff, Ben Roth. Okay, so Jeffrey Levin and Ben Roth are involved here. And the cross plaintiff, Logan Paul, is only suing Eduardo Ibanez and Jake Greenbaum. Okay, I'm just making sure that they're here because I want to see if they are.
Hello?
Hey, Jeff. Hey, sorry to bother you. This is Steven with CoffeeZilla. I'm calling because I've heard reports that CryptoZoo hasn't paid their development team, and I'm just reaching out for comment before I do this story. I got your number from one of the development team, and they just wanted to... I just want to follow up on that.
I have no comment for it.
Okay, are you guys denying it, or are you saying it's not true?
Just no comment. I don't think that the information is true.
Okay, because they're saying $1 million hasn't been paid in development for CryptoZoo, and Logan Paul said publicly that it has been paid. So, I mean, it's a pretty serious accusation, and obviously, I don't want to just run a story. If you guys have a whole side to your story here,
Your job as someone that is reporting news is to actually verify correct news.
right? That's why I'm calling you.
I know, and that's legal grounds for that stuff. So I'm just telling you, legally, you have to report
Threats!
correct news with
Threats! Oh, threats!
verifiable information.
Right. That's why I'm calling you. They've given me a lot of things, a lot of evidence.
Okay. Well, okay. You can have the evidence you want, but I'm just letting you know, if you report anything on us, I appreciate your business. I appreciate you as a person, and I'm just telling you, from a legal standpoint, as we've been advised always, is if anybody reports fake news, that's where we won't,
Yeah, this call was a mess. Jeff, Logan's manager, seems to be implying that I'm not allowed to repeat allegations his own development team made, even though Logan can go on podcasts and publicly accuse those developers of stealing his code. Not only that, he's the one who refuses to provide any evidence, but seems to sort of be implying that maybe we'll sue you if you tell this to anyone, which he then denies doing when I ask him if that's what he's doing.
Told you I have no comment to it. Telling you once again, from a legal standpoint, you have to report truth. If you do not verify truths, then you're just allegations, and those then will be handled the way that we want to handle them.
Wait, so you're saying You refuse to give me proof that the allegations aren't true, but if I report on the allegations, you guys might sue.
No, I did not say that. I did not say that.
All right, I'm trying to read between the lines.
Don't read between the lines.
Okay.
Listen to the exact words that I'm saying. Listen to the exact words I'm saying.
I'm listening.
I have no comment on the situation.
Okay.
Your job legally is to report facts. If you don't report facts on the information you're given, it is illegal.
Yes, that was a real conversation with a real person. Now, I'm no lawyer, but I don't think it's a crime to say that multiple developers say they haven't been paid, and Logan's team refuses to provide any evidence or like statements or wire transfers that they have. Which, by the way, seems incredibly ironic, given just how much Logan whines about not being paid.
Wow, I forgot about this. Yeah, Logan Paul sued Floyd Mayweather because of you remember their fight that they had? What, years ago now? He still uses that against his brother, by the way. You know, like he's a better boxer than Jake. I think I'd say Jake's a better boxer than Logan. Logan's clearly a better wrestler. I mean, he's the United States champion. We all love Logan Paul as a wrestler, but as a boxer,
by Floyd Mayweather.
Where's my money, bitch? Floyd never paid me for our fight. Who am I, the IRS?
Nope, but you might be the CryptoZoo dev team. Now, in all seriousness, I do want to acknowledge something which actually kind of looks bad a bit on the developers, because it turns out very few written contracts were actually done. So much of this were verbal deals like, oh, we'll take care of you. We'll give you $350K. We'll give you $1 million. We'll give you whatever. But then when it was time to actually sign the deals, there's just always delays.
What kind of promises were made to you? Verbal promises, basically. So verbal promises, and then we follow up with like a physical paper agreement. But that's when communication broke down.
This is where I think the dev guys screwed up and led to this whole situation of like, okay, we're just going to take the code private until you pay us for our work. And to be clear, I'm not justifying not paying someone for what they did. I'm just playing devil's advocate and saying, this could have all been avoided by just getting every detail in writing, and I think it's just a good general lesson. But if you're thinking that that's the $1 million mystery solved, well, no, because this still doesn't make sense. Why not just pay the dev team what you publicly said you kind of already paid them? Why not pay for a game that now isn't launched and now investors are so angry about? Why not pay when you already made millions from minting the eggs on this game? Well, this is where things get even stranger, because right when I was ready to pin everything on Logan, and believe me, he is at fault, I was speaking to the Z developer, and I heard a name that I hadn't heard before.
I basically came in with Eddie, and Eddie promised me 5% of the tokens and $1 million. He literally never paid me.
Wait a second. Who's Eddie? I thought that all of this was Logan Paul. I only put it together when the Blockchain Center guys also said a similar thing about their deal. They said they were promised $350K, and it was Ibanez. They say they had no communications with Logan. But we know they weren't talking about different people. They both dealt with the same guy. So the guy's name, I put it together, must be Eddie Ibanez. Turns out he was managing the developers. What's this random guy doing in Logan Paul's project? And who is he? Who is Eddie Ibanez?
Yes, hi, my name's Eddie Ibanez, lead developer here at CryptoZoo.
This reporter says Eddie's entire story is fake.
Wait, what?
To continuously lie, lead people on, hype people up, to put more money in, all the while in the background, things are going down, things are hitting the fan, and you've left us holding the bag.
Logan, you stole 40 million in tokens from me. You are a scam artist. You are a liar, and you betrayed your own community. You aren't that guy. Logan replies, oh, trust me, bro. I am that guy.
All right. Yeah, anyway, so that's what CryptoZoo is. But he's doing the $2.3 million buyback. What do you guys think about the situation? And I don't know. If Logan is the Ponzi, which, clearly it looks like it, I hope he gets all of his money and those people go to prison, because it's fraud. But it just didn't look good. Didn't look good. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Appreciate y'all. You're all amazing. And what do you guys think about that?